thought of this too.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
just in case.
Our father was Howard Lincoln Butterfield, born on Lincoln's birthday in 1896. He was the sixth child with W.T. and Mary Lou Butterfield in Chino. He was born in Alameda Bay, or no, he was born in Tustin. He was born in Tustin, and then went with them in 1906 when they went to Chino. He was a coach. He started after going to USC, and sitting over there looking at the USC yearbook for 1921, 22,
No, 2021.
2021, we found maybe 8 citations of things my father did as a junior, and even pictures of him on the El Rodeo. The juniors published this yearbook, and his picture was there even though his name wasn't on the list. So, and in most of those activities, there were 4 Butterfields at USC at that time: Florence and Nellie and Clarence and Howard. And it's amazing how many activities those people, we're talking about Dewey. And I think we could safely say that our father was a character. He loved to laugh, and he loved to make people laugh. And I think all of his life, as I said yesterday, most of his pictures, his mouth is sideways, wisecracking to make everybody laugh as the picture is being taken in most pictures. I went to school when he was still coaching at Hoover High School in Glendale, and he retired in my junior year.
Before I got there.
And so he wasn't coach when Betty was there, so she missed the whole experience of being told, "Your dad is right across the street, Ruth. You better behave." He went to USC, and after being in World War I, he and Clarence, I believe, were carpenters in France.
No, actually, I'm not sure they got too far because somebody got chickenpox. And we have the letter, which at the time was a very serious thing to get chickenpox. And that they wrote back to Grandma saying, well, you know, we hate to tell you this, but they have chickenpox. And so they had to all come home. They were, you know, their war experiences were greatly reduced, let's say, because of this chickenpox.
But it was a miracle.
Yes, but you know, it was, of course, that war, you see, was a wonderful experience for them because it got them out of California. I mean, that was the first traveling they'd ever done. You know, between Chino and USC was about as far as they'd gone. Or I guess they went to college actually after the war. So.
Yeah. My father started coaching at Glendale High School, and when Hoover High School opened, he was in the first faculty of Hoover High School, and he retired after 34 years, I think, of coaching. He was known as Nuke, N-U-C, and in his later years, wherever we traveled, wherever he traveled, people knew him, and he would hear this voice yell, "Nuke!"
Where did you get the nuke?
Nuco Meadow, Butterfield, Nuco Meadow.
I heard that.
Yeah,
An imitation
It's
of
like
a
the
real
kids calling Squirrely Tooth. Well, he was called Nuco.
Well, it's better. Nuco Meadow.
and one of my favorite stories that I remember about him as a coach is that he would give his pep talks, and he was at a new high school that he had never been to before. So his basketball team was going out and giving the pep talk, and they rushed out and fell right in the pool. It was the wrong part of the gym, so they all had to get new uniforms before they could play. And one of my memories of my father is that his CIF, all CIF basketball team was being honored many years later at the sports arena down in LA. And we all went. And these old geezers were called down one by one. And these old men came down. And they couldn't believe that these old men were still able to come hopping down the steps to the center of the sports arena. And then they called the coach. And my dad hopped right down, you know, he was 20 years or more older than they were. And there was a real roar that old geezer was still moving around. And the other thing I remember about my father is that he shot golf less than his age in his later years. And several of you said that you played golf.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, he loved golf. So,
Yes, I remember him as a very passive person. We've been talking about how discipline installed. I think I was probably I don't know if I'm passive or whatever, but not too confrontive. But I don't remember ever being, quote, disciplined or yelled at or anything. They just didn't do that that way. And I was always, as a parent, thought, how did that work? You know, why am I getting so avid at my children and they're not doing? But and also instilling about education. I mean, I think in this whole family, this is the thing that is just amazing to me, that our grandparents, who were basically uneducated people, somehow in their whole attitude of life made this education so worthwhile that these kids were willing to, you know, work for each other, and that there was, you know, it would have been so easy to just quit and go to work there. And none of them did that, really. It just is amazing to me. And in our household, that was the same sort of thing, that you were going on to college. I mean, there just wasn't much question. Your education didn't end at high school. You know, it went on. And what a kind of a wonderful thing that was, because you don't remember them necessarily preaching about that or you know, forcing you to do that. That was just sort of the assumed way it was going to be.
and I think if we're going to wrap up,
No, this is going to cut off in a minute.